That's a great question. I also want to start off by saying we need to actually reform, like, the barrier to be able to access a liquor license is really high. And so we need to reform what it takes to actually get a liquor license so that it doesn't cost $500,000, because that is prohibitive. Boston is one of the only cities that does it this way. And so we need to reduce that barrier by making it easier to access those liquor licenses. But to the point about Nubian Square, there's a lot of work that we got to do, because Nubian Square to me is a point of pride. It's the center of Boston. When you think about the geography, it's the center of Black Boston, and there's a lot of rich history there. There's a lot of things that we got to do. I believe in everything. It's a housing first model. So are we providing people with the housing that they need to be able to thrive and live quality lives? And we are a city, again, I will always say this, Boston is a city with a AAA bond rating. That is a lot of wealth and a lot of prosperity that we need to be using in a smarter way to make sure that we are housing every person who needs a place to live, right? Housing is a human right, and a lot of our families and a lot of people who are in Nubian, who are suffering from addiction or living with mental health illness, a lot of that is policy failure on our end as a city level, not providing people with the resources that they need to be able to live a full life. And so I think we make it easier to build affordable housing. Our zoning code is really behind right now in terms of making it easier to build housing, and we need to provide a lot more money to mental health services, to solving the issues of mass and caste. There should be someone in City Hall appointed every day to be thinking about how do we reduce addiction, how do we reduce the barrier, how do we reduce homelessness, and I think that will help clean up a lot of Nubian Square and really bring the dignity to Black businesses that are down there that they deserve, like Frugal Bookstores, like Soleil, like One United Bank, my bank down there. So a lot of work to do, but I believe that we can do it. All of the work that we're doing and that we talk about is often about resource allocation. Your budget is your value and is what you value. And so our budget needs to reflect that we value Nubian Square, that we value people who are homeless, who are currently living with, don't have a house, and who are suffering from addiction. And so we need to put our resources there.
All right. Anybody else want